Hello everyone, my name's Idiotic Synergy, and today we're talking about a rather weird model, Ortruum 88, Psyhound Bounty Hunter 4, Necromunda of course. It is probably the most disgusting model I've seen. I thought the spiker was fucked up. This wins just in the whole fucked up department. The fact that it flies, the fact that it's a massive fat and blubber connected to mechanical bits, and the face looks like it's been stretched out over a bunch of rusted mechanical parts. It is horrible, but I also love it, even though I think 22 quid takes the piss somewhat. However, I do like the model, and it's weird for me because when I see bounty hunter models, I think they look cool, but I never want to buy them. I think the worst one for me personally might be the Cal Jericho one, just because just because it looks far too generic. This one is anything but generic, and I think it sums up Necromunda perfectly. If you want to show somebody a model from Necromunda, this would be the one to show them because it's completely fucked. It is completely fucked, and that's why I like it so much. It is a floating it's a floating scrotum with a face. And I love it. I love it to bits. I don't know why I love it so much. I just do. I mean, it looks like me when I get out of the shower, to be fair. It's a horrific mess of fat. But I also... There's no 360 view, sadly. However, we can quite clearly see the massive amount of pain this guy's in. Look at... Like, this is peak body horror. Like, the skin is just stretched out as much as possible. There's so much mechanical bits protruding from inside him. He's got no arms. They're apart from, like, the two mechanical arms. But his actual arms have been ripped off. He's got these weird spinal cords in him. It's horrific. Everything about this model is horrific. And that's what it looks like unpainted. And I can tell from here that it might be a pain in the ass to put together. But honestly, I think it looks kind of cool. I know some people are very divided about this model. Though, to be fair, I don't think anybody knows that this model even exists. But from the people that know about this model, they either think it's a cool looking model, or they hate the sculpt, because it looks like somebody lazily kitbashed It looks like a very lazy kit bash, but that's the point, because Necromunda isn't like Warhammer 40k, where everything's, uniform, where everything's, tidy-ish. Necromunda is very much cobbled together, all the weapons are like orc weapons, everything is cobbled together, and that's the point, and that is what I like about it. It does look like it's been cobbled together out of all sorts in the Underhive. It fits with Necromunda perfectly. How does it do in game? Well, I can tell you I can read you its rules. I can tell you the rules. I read you the rules. Anyway, so on screen now should be the fighter's card. So it moves 4. Of course it does. Weapon and ballistic skill 5, toughness and strength 3, wounds 2, initiative 4, 1 attack. The fact it's got 1 attack amuses me, because it means that there is a chance in melee that the arms can seriously wound someone in melee, and then a coup de grace will happen, which basically means in-game, your character, after they kill them in melee, can just curb stomp them. How does this thing curb stomp? I like to imagine it's like... Oh, what's the fucking thing from Mario? The spiky blocks that just crush things. It's like that. He flies over the person's head and just... It's horrific, and I love it. Leadership 6, cool check 7, willpower 5, intelligence 5. It's 250 credits as well. Its skills are fearsome, which I can see, because if you're charging a giant blob that flies at you, it's a pretty terrifying model. Force Blast, Mind Lock, Premonition, and it's a sanctioned psyker, meaning that when you kill it, you get more credits. I'm not sure what Premonition and Force Blast does. Mind Lock, I know, stops if you cast it on a model that hasn't been activated yet, they can't activate it. I think Premonition gives you a 4-up save, like a 4-up save just in general that cannot be modified. And Force Blast, God, last time I played against someone that used Psychers, I think they used Mind Lock and Possession? I can't remember, but I think Force Blast is you shoot lightning at the model of your model shoots the enemy back D3 inches and it can knock them off ledges. I cannot remember off the top of my head. I do apologise. I just got the fighter's card here, but that is what the model does. It doesn't have a gun, doesn't have a weapon, but it can slap people in the face with its flail-looking arms. Flail? Fail. Frail was the word I was trying to say. Anyway, I've been Idiotic Synergy. I'll see you later. Take care, stay safe, and Merry Christmas when that comes around.